I want to walk you through the course design or setup for this class. If you go down the left panel, you'll see all the tabs, how the course is organized. And we're going to focus on some key features for the course. First, let me just introduce myself to you all. I am Dr. Calhoun, and I am your instructor for this online course for the semester. I have very high expectations because even though this class is online, I still want you to have an understanding of science so you can apply science. So my expectations are the same in an online class as if I was teaching this class on campus. So let's move to course technology. And it is very important that you have all the downloads that you need to be successful in this class. So make sure that you click the requirements for your home computer or laptop, requirements so you can access Blackboard through Lawson State Server. Another very important systems requirement is here. Click on this with Connect. Connect is how you will be using or accessing your virtual lab. So there are certain software or downloads that you need for that. So Google Chrome is probably the best internet browser to use when accessing Blackboard and Connect. So there are downloads for that. This is a Microsoft course, so you need to make sure you have Microsoft Office. That includes Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and so forth. If not, I will not be able to open any Word documents or other documents that you send to me. So here, starting with PowerPoint down, these are some online technologies that you can use to submit group activities or individual activities that will be assigned throughout the semester. So you can watch those videos and tutorials as soon as you finish watching this video. Now, online code of conduct. This is very important because although you're in an online course, you are still expected to exhibit a certain type of behavior. So netiquette, online netiquette, meaning that you're going to use dialogue or conduct yourself in a way that is appropriate online. And same with discussion board. This is an online class, but it is not social media. It is not anticipated that you will be using slang, abbreviations on terms, and in your course syllabus, it is detailed about netiquette and online discussion board. But these videos that you can watch when you finish watching this video will explain that to you. Plagiarism, you have a lot of written assignments, and you are expected to formulate your thoughts and give those individuals who have researched this information credit for their work. So make sure you are familiar with plagiarism. Here's your copyright rules and regulations and so forth. So again, go back and view all of these videos so you'll have a clear understanding of what is expected of you when you are in a online setting. Now, course tools, that includes where you can send email to the whole class and myself. That also includes how you can access your grades, which that is linked in course tools, and also here where it says my grades. So make sure you're familiar what is located in that. Course announcements, of course, check those on a regular basis. This is the only way that I can communicate with the whole class. So make sure you understand that. Here's your syllabus, and I have a separate video on the syllabus that you need to watch because it will be a quiz just on the syllabus. And this is just giving you the layout of the course, and you're going to have a quiz on this video as well. The calendar, which links all the assignments and so forth when they're due, it is linked in the calendar. The book that is required and other resources that are needed for this class are located here. And again, I'm going to go into detail with this in the syllabus video. You have here your external links and resources. In there is a folder with all online research sources that you can use, and I have done a video on how to research for valid references online. Make sure you watch that as well. So I want to go to weekly assignments because this is important. This is where you'll be going every week, and let's start with week 1. And you'll notice if you scroll down what you'll be doing for the week, and all assignments are available on Monday morning, and they are due on Sunday at 11:59 of that week. So here are all the assignments, the objectives, and weekly readings. This is what chapters or additional information that you need to read that I will put in that folder. Weekly lectures or presentations that will include PowerPoints, any videos, any charts, diagrams I feel that you need to help you with that week. And for week 1, you need to go to this folder to watch the additional videos that I mentioned on the syllabus. Also on Connect and how to access your virtual labs, online research sources. All of those are in this folder. Make sure you view those this week. Here you have your weekly quizzes and exams, and if you'll notice, there is also a link here so you can access it in one or two places. Also, you have in your folder discussion board, and you can access the discussion board here or from the discussion panel that is on the left hand side. I have a video on discussion board which is included into the syllabus video, going into detail about the discussion board and weekly activities. So this is where you would go to submit or view your group activities or your individual papers that you will be submitting. So now that we have gone through that, there's a video on group work. Make sure you watch that video. There, like I said, will be a video on the virtual labs. And in the review of the syllabus, I will go over how the discussion board will be conducted and what is expected in discussion board. And if you're not familiar with how to use a discussion board, I would go to these two areas before the first discussion board, which is this week is due. Your rubrics on how assignments are graded will be in this folder. ProctorU. Need to talk about ProctorU, because ProctorU is what we'll be using to monitor 2 exams for the semester, and that will be your midterm and your final. You need, of course, a computer and internet access. You also need an attachable webcam, and when you go into ProctorU, you have to validate that you are who you say you are and show either your state ID or your school ID. I would watch these videos in detail to see exactly how ProctorU is going to function. Prior to the midterm exam, I'm going to send out some information on how to register, because you are responsible for registering with ProctorU on the day and time that you're going to take it. If you don't feel comfortable in that situation, here is, you can take it on campus through the testing center, and that is the information for that. Now, your online tutorial, you will need to go to this website if you're on a computer or a laptop, and select your discipline. If you're going to access it through a mobile device, you will use this website. Also, student support services. Make sure you are familiar with what resources Lawson State provides for you as a student. And the Lawson State Library, I will talk about that in the online research video. And if you need any accommodations, you would need to go here to see which individual you will contact. That depends on which campus, because there is a ADA representative on both the Bessemer and the Birmingham campus. And also with Connect, because this is also a virtual space, if you need modifications, you can click here, and Connect will give you the accommodations or accessibility before doing Connect online to accommodate you. So basically, this is an overview of the whole course. Now I would suggest that you go back through and click on each one of these tabs, especially online code of conduct and course technologies, and look at each one of these in detail for the navigation course quiz. Again, go to week 1 lectures to view the videos on the syllabus, on virtual labs, group work, because you will have a quiz on the syllabus, and you just need to be familiar with the Connect on how virtual labs will work, and you need to be familiar with what I expect as we work through group activities for the semester. So I hope this is helpful. So now you need to go in individually and look at each one of these areas in detail.